871-7243, Larry Elder, ReliefFactor.com studio. We're going over the paper put out by Peter Navarro, President Trump's trade advisor. He's an economist. Alleged election irregularities across 6 battleground states. 36-page brief, very compelling, alleging outright voter fraud, ballot mishandling, contestable process fouls, Equal Protection Clause violations, voting machine irregularities, and major statistical anomalies taking place in 6 states: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Most of them have all 6 of the irregularities. The others have 5 of the 6. And he goes into great detail about outright voter fraud. He said that consisted of bribery, fake ballot manufacturing, indefinitely confined voter abuses, ineligible voters and voters who voted in several states, dead voters, guest voters, counting ballots multiple times, illegal out-of-state voters, ballot mishandling in battleground states, no voter ID check, signature mismatch, naked ballots lacking outer envelope, broken chain of custody, unauthorized ballots, ballots accepted without postmarks and backdating of ballots, contestable process fouls, abuses of poll watchers and observers, mail-in absentee ballot rules violated contrary to state law, voters not properly registered allowed to vote, illegal campaigning at poll locations, ballots cured by poll workers or voters contrary to law, Equal Protection Clause violations in 6 battleground states, higher standards of certification and ID verification applied to in-state, in-person voters versus mail-in voters, different standards of ballot curing, differential and partisan poll watcher treatment. Again, this is from the paper put together by Peter Navarro called The Immaculate Deception. Voting machine irregularities, large-scale voting machine inaccuracies, inexplicable vote switching and vote surges in favor of Biden, statistical anomalies in the battleground states, major changes in absentee ballot rejection rates from previous elections, excessively high voter turnout, at times exceeding 100%, statistically improbable vote totals based on party registration and historical patterns, unusual vote surges. Concluding observations. It is possible to infer what may well have been a coordinated strategy to effectively stack the election deck against the Trump-Pence ticket. Indeed, the patterns of election irregularities, writes Navarro, observed in this report are so consistent across the 6 battleground states that they suggest a coordinated strategy to, if not steal the election, then to strategically game the election process in a way as to unfairly tilt the playing field in favor of the Biden-Harris ticket. And he also says this: a major part of the stuff the ballot box strategy, he says, was summarized in a complaint filed before the Supreme Court by the state of Texas in that lawsuit that the Supreme Court refused to hear. Quote, using the COVID-19 pandemic as a justification, Democrat government officials in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin usurped their legislature's authority and unconstitutionally revised their state's election statutes. They accomplished these statutory revisions through executive fiat or friendly lawsuits, thereby weakening ballot integrity, end of quote.